Hey there, and welcome to How They Made It, a little series I'm doing where I challenge myself to recreate Gipper graphics that I see on my social feed. So today I'm going to be trying to recreate this UMHB women's soccer graphic. They made like a nice little team cumulative GPA announcement, and this is a graphic that is super unique. I have not seen many like it, and so I'm going to figure out how they made it. First things first, I need to find a template match for this. And I'm not seeing anything in there recently added that kind of looks like it, but one little trick to keep in mind is that if you do see a graphic that looks like it's not from any of our typical templates, that might mean that it's come from a holiday template. Our holiday ones are like these two right here. We have our Pride Month template and our Graduation Day template. So I'm just gonna test this theory and check out our holiday templates. And I'll use our filtering to kind of get all of our holiday results, and I'll keep scrolling. And I think that this is the one we're looking for, this Teacher Appreciation Day. So let's open it up and take a closer look. So we have this template. I think that's our match. This is obviously, there's some fancy stuff going on here in this graphic, but I think that we can get there from here. So let's go ahead and see what we can do to try and recreate this look. First thing I'm going to do is kind of match up the editing sidebar and take some stock of what elements we have to work with. So we have a logo down here, we've got our photo here, we of course have colors, and we've got text boxes. Let's see. All right, we've got two text boxes, Teacher Appreciation Day and Gipper University. All right, so let's see what we can do here. First thing I'm going to do is change the colors to kind of match these. I think that's going to help me visually figure out how they got where they ended up. So they are a nice little purple color. I'm going to use just the color picker to grab one down here. I'm not going to worry about matching a hex code exactly. All right, that purple looks pretty close, so we'll just go ahead and do that. Now, I don't think they actually really touched either of these. If you can see here, yeah, that's looking pretty much the same. So, okay, we've got our purple down. Now, what I'm gonna do next is try and figure out where this fourth panel came from. Like, we only have three here. We have the star, the photo, and the A+. But they've got another one here that has ended up in this nice, cool kind of color overlay on the photo. So what I'm going to do next is start moving things around and see if I can find this panel that they pulled from somewhere. I don't think they put the A+ anywhere, so I'm going to drag that off for a second. And they also did move that dashed circle, so let's see if I can... Oh, okay, so in moving that around, let me just drag this out of the way super quick. Great. I did find a mystery panel here behind the background, and now I think this is what we're looking for, because if I move this over, you can see that I now have kind of like this two-layered effect that they have over here. So what I'm gonna do is actually now hop into additional colors, and I'm gonna see if I can change, this photo background to be the same purple, and see if that helps me recreate the look I'm going for. I'll copy and paste the hex code. Come on. Great. Okay, yeah, look at that. All right, so that was what we were looking for. So now we have this cool purple kind of overlay in the photo. That's looking really great. So already, just by doing that, we're a lot closer here. Let me see if I can update anything else in these additional color sections to get closer to that design. I think the star is just a pure white, so gonna change that there. Cool, and now what I think we can do is actually just move on to the text and the logo. So let's tackle the logo. Actually, first, let me get a new photo in here that I think is going to better mirror the look we're going for. So I'll put in a softball team photo, cool, and then I'll just kind of move this down and around as we'd like. Okay, cool, that's close enough. So now we've got our photo taken care of. This is the logo field, and what they did is they brought it up into that dashed circle. So let me just make this bigger and put it where they did. Cool. Great. And if you're wondering why this dash circle is getting cut off, it's because we have a design element up here that is responsible for making sure that this fits kind of into this rectangular shape you have going for. And so don't worry too much about this. You could even get rid of the dashed line if you really wanted to and just move the logo around. Obviously, I don't have their logo, so I'm just going to kind of cheat the system a little bit, and I'm going to edit this logo to be black and white, and then I'm also going to add a blend color overlay so that I can get the right purple. So let's pretend that that is my logo. It looks close enough to match the rest of the template here. So we've got that all taken care of, and now last thing to do is actually move on to text. So let's see what they did text-wise here. So this one down here looks the same. This is a Teacher's Appreciation Day. Let me go ahead and open up the text sidebar here, and I'm going to type in, let's just say, Gipper Team Soccer Cumulative GPA. Cool. And I actually want this in all caps, so I'm going to use the little cursor here to do that. And then if I wanted to make it bigger, I could. I think they spaced theirs out a little bit. Let's do a little horizontal spacing. Yep, that's looking pretty good. I'm going to leave that there for now. I think they made theirs purple as well, but I'm just going to leave mine. And now we have another text box here. I think what they did is probably moved the one in this corner and put it over there. So let me go ahead and do that. So I will first type in what they have, spring team GPA, cool. And then I'll just click and I'll drag it. And then what I can do is I can rotate it so that it is pretty much the same angle as the rectangle element. And then I'll just move it down closer. And then again, it looks like they changed the font here. Let's go ahead and change it to, I don't know which one they use, but I'll use one of my personal favorites, which is Druck Wide Bold. And then what we can do, let me just go ahead and make that a little wider so it's one line. And I'm gonna change the font size so that it is a lot smaller. So there's that. Put that there. Sweet. So now we're just missing the nice big bold GPA number in this panel here. And what I think they actually did was make use of our brand new additional elements tab and add a text box. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let's type in our sample GPA 3.259. Congratulations, girls. That's great. 3.259. And then we can, let's go ahead and change the color. White. Let's make it my same Druck Wide Medium situation. Where did that go? Druck Wide Bold. Great. And so what we can do is the same thing we did to the other text box. We'll rotate it. I think we're around 300 degrees and put it over there. Of course, we need to make it bigger. Let's go ahead and see what happens when we do 75. That is looking pretty spot on. Let's see. Did we successfully recreate this graphic right here? It's looking like yes. I think we are pretty close. There's obviously a few minor differences, and if you decide to play around with this template, you can pretty much get this exactly right as well. But I think that it's safe to say that we created the UMHB Women's Soccer template using our Teacher's Appreciation Day template. So that's all for today, and if you guys recreate this yourselves, please go ahead and tag us at GoGipper on Twitter so that we can see it too.